Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I hope you enjoyed that last rant video. It wasn't supposed to be a rant video, but it turned out to be a rant video. So, apparently, LEGO reportedly plans to launch a new theme based on an iconic IP in 2027, according to a recent leak from a consistent source. I already have problems with this. First of all, don't trust your sources. Your sources could be lying up the wazoo just to gain clicks and followers. And yeah, basically just to garner attention because they can. Second of all, people are already speculating that a Bionicle relaunch could possibly happen in 2027. And y'all are morons. I mean, come on, let's be honest. We got the minifig this year. That's all we're gonna get for probably the next year or two. There's not going to be a Bionicle relaunch. There never will be. The reason is profitability. It's no longer profitable. The minifig is only $5. Do you really think buying that minifig at mass will prove LEGO wrong? Especially since LEGO apparently restricted the amount of copies of that set that will be produced, or the minifig that will be produced, along with the Lloyd figure as well. Yeah, no. So, a Bionicle relaunch is completely unlikely. It's not going to happen. Y'all are stupid. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. Second of all, grow a pair. Bionicle has seen quite a success during G1's run, except for the last couple of years. The last couple of years, sales declined a little bit, and LEGO had to cancel the theme because of, well, corporate greed, that's one thing. And then with G2, a phoned-in theme, they canceled it after 2 years. Because that's all that it was planned for, was 2 years. They weren't going to give us a third year. There's no evidence of a 2017. No. Wasn't going to happen. Both times that Bionicle was canceled, it's all because of money. Profitability is one thing that Bionicle doesn't have going for it here in the current age. You can't buy a LEGO Bionicle set from LEGO. The only way you do it is through a resale shop or eBay, or in some cases Amazon for whatever reason. Bionicle is just no longer profitable in LEGO's eyes, especially considering the financial fucking failure that was G2. While the first winter wave left shelves so slowly, but for some reason, and I know why, a LEGO representative went on social media claiming, keyword claiming, that the first winter wave sets sold well, quote unquote. They completely lied their ass off and covered up basically the real sales sort of thing. They did not sell well. They were abysmal. The sales for G2 in general were abysmal. There was nothing that was going to save it. Even if sales were high enough, LEGO weren't going to give us a 2017 regardless because, again, they only planned for 2 years, 2015 and 2016. There's no proof that 2017 would have existed. And as a result of that, we got screwed. We got screwed out of something that could have been great. Now, what could this new theme in 2027 be? Since it's not going to be Bionicle, it sure as hell isn't going to be Hero Factory Part 2, or whatever you want to call it. Well, since it's an iconic EP, quote unquote, or IP, sorry, there are many things that this could be. Back to the Future. Oh wait, we already got Lego Back to the Future. Yeah, there's definitely some iconic IPs out there that Lego could make system sets based on. But let's be honest, they're just going to be dust collectors sitting on shelves for who knows how long until someone decides to take it to a resale shop to get their money back, basically. Or trade it in for something that they actually want. Like, I don't know, Bionicles! I honestly don't know what this iconic IP is going to be. I don't know what it would be. And I really don't care, to be honest. It's not going to be anything that I would probably recognize. Let's be honest, if it was something like Alien vs. Predator, now that would be pretty cool. But they're not going to do it. Too much gore, too much violence, and yeah. Although it would be nice to have an SCCBS build of the Alien and the Predator and clash. That would be so cool. Not gonna happen. No. Too violent for Lego. Too violent? Have you... yeah, never mind. Could it be Halloween? Or Friday the 13th? Or A Nightmare on Elm Street? Or Children of the Corn? Any slasher movie or horror movie franchise? No. They don't like horror movies. Even Halloween, I could see Lego just banning outright from being submitted in Lego ideas. You wouldn't want well, you probably would want a buildable construction figure of Michael Myers. I'd like that. That would be cool. But Lego won't do it. Even if someone out there has a really good build for a SCCBS Michael Myers construction figure with mask, with knife, and a pumpkin, there are problems with that. While it would be cool to have, Lego would have to get would have to share that money with John Carpenter and whoever owns the Halloween franchise. Especially the original Halloween from 1978. It's it's going to be a licensed set, and that's all there is to it. Lego doesn't want to share any more money with any more sort of license holders, because they're already doing that. So it's already a pain in their wallets. Yeah, corporate greed. This is old stuff, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So yes, while a Michael Myers set would be pretty cool, not gonna happen. In terms of the other ones, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, God no. You really want a Lego Leatherface? They're not gonna do that. Because, again, too gory for Lego to fathom making a set on. Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, not going to happen. Children of the Corn, even less likely, because, well, just watch the franchise, watch the movies, and you'll understand why, because... oh, how abysmal the films got after the first one. Wow. So what else could there be? There could be Indiana Jones. Oh wait, we already got that. Yeah, there's many directions we can go here to try to figure out what Lego plans on launching next year. But it's really hard to figure that out. We could speculate on video game franchises like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor. Well, Medal of Honor is pretty much dead, so Lego isn't going to do that. But Call of Duty and Battlefield are still around. And no, I don't see them doing that. In terms of Call of Duty, well, Mega Brand already does that. Who knows, maybe they'll do Battlefield as well. So there's just, what could it be? It's not going to be Bionicle. It's not going to be Hero Factory. They're not going to make a full-on return for a construction theme that they deem non-profitable, unprofitable, and basically it's all financial at this point. All they care about is making money, and if they think that Bionicle and Hero Factory won't bring them in the big bucks, oh boy, they are wrong. And unfortunately, they're blind to the truth. The truth is, Bionicle is definitely profitable. They just gotta give it another chance. But they're ignorant to the idea of Bionicle being profitable in 2026 and going into the future. But this is where the fans come in, because we can make our own Bionicle parts and reproduce old Bionicle parts in 3D print, resin cast, and even injection molded plastic. There are folks like Cyan Tyros who are handling that sort of business, which is pretty fucking cool. Now, if Lego tries to make him stop doing that, then, well, we're fucked. And then there's the bootleg companies. We rely on them for more CCBS stuff, more construction stuff in general, more parts. Yes, please. Because Lego won't make those parts anymore. There's very few parts that they will continue to make, sometimes. Like, oh, I don't know. Let's see. Where'd it go? I had it. Well, it's the Mystica winglet piece in dark orange, burnt orange, or it's a brown color. Huki Tohunga brown, which is pretty cool. They still make that piece sometimes. That just proves that G1 Bionicle parts can live on. And they did with G2 as well, with the Roxy staff and the Vorok/Skrull armor. Can happen. But since Lego doesn't want to bring back Bionicle in that sort of full-on capacity anymore, we need to temper our expectations. We need to stop expecting Lego to bring back Bionicle again in that sort of capacity, a full-on fucking theme, because it's not going to happen. Not next year, not 2028. No, it's just not going to happen. Not at all. If you actually believe that it's going to happen, well, you're wrong. Clearly. And you're also you're just wanting to be, you're just wanting people to insult you, do you? Because you really think that Bionicle is coming back when Lego doesn't even want to bring it back. Because it doesn't make them money. G2 didn't make them enough money. It was sold abysmally. And that is probably the core reason why Lego is reluctant towards bringing Bionicle back in any sort of capacity besides small little bits of nostalgia. The minifig, the GWP, and the Tahoe mini build from the 90 Years of Play set, those were all flukes. Those were bits of nostalgia, small tributes, and they will still continue to deliver little bits of nostalgia in other sets, in other themes. Like a little bit of teasers. They will continue to tease us with random things. Like in one of the Indiana Jones sets from the previous few years or so, there was a glyph that was the cow. That's pretty cool. So they're teasing us. They're teasing us, mostly because they can, and just because they just want to get their rocks off, really, by teasing us with Bionicle stuff in other sets and other themes. But at the end of the day, Bionicle won't return because it won't make them money. It would make some money. At the very least, it'll probably meet about 25%. 25% funds. That's the highest you'll ever see a G3 make Lego in terms of the amount of cash. The other 75%, well, it's just non-existent. So this theme that will come out, this iconic IP that will be launched in 2027, what could it be? I don't know. I don't really care. All I know is it's not going to be Bionicle. Now, it could be Digimon, since they are doing Pokemon now, so what's next? Are they going to do Digimon? Are they going to do Yu-Gi-Oh? Are they going to do Bakugan? I mean, seriously. Now, there is always the chance that they could steal designs from Lego fan designers, and AFOLs, and release those as sets, but then they'll be taken to court, and they will lose money, and they will have to retract those sets. Then you can't trust them again, because they're doing shit like that. Wow. So, yeah. Also, consistent source. I call this bullshit. Don't believe blindly in a source unless there is concrete evidence. Just because you believe your source is consistent doesn't mean they actually are. Again, they could be lying their ass off just to get their rocks off and enjoy the amount of clicks it gets them. So there's always that, but you never know. I wish I had some tea right now to drink, but I don't. So yeah. Well, there you go. That's basically this video. I will have a Moha video out for y'all as well tonight after dinner. And yeah. So I mean, what do you think about this? What do you think the theme will be in 2027? What do you think this iconic IP is that Lego is considering to launch next year? And what do you think it wouldn't be besides Bionicle and fucking Hero Factory? If they can't bring back a construction theme in the form of SCCBS, then what's the point? You know? Obviously, it's going to be a system-based theme with bricks and plates and tiles and whatnot, and minifigs, of course. But you never know. We could get an SCCBS theme. A dedicated SCCBS theme that might actually prove to be, well, not as good as Bionicle, but hey, it could be the new Bionicle for the new generation, today's generation of kids. because they didn't grow up with Bionicle. We did. So let's promote this iconic IP while we can. I would be hesitant to buy any of the sets, depending on what it is. Whatever it is, I'm probably not going to be interested in purchasing any of the sets, because I don't care. But, once the images are revealed, I will report them to you. And I will react to them. Negatively, most likely. And we'll see where that goes. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.